The internet is full of marketplaces where you can place your bid on some pretty cool stuff. But buyer beware, you just might be buying an item that is haunted whether you like it or not. And if you are one of the unfortunate people to buy a cursed item, your life might be in danger. How's it going, YouTube? I'm your host for this one, Landon Do Not Sing, and welcome back to another Most Amazing Top 10 video. So let me know what is the creepiest thing that you've ever bought, and also make sure you guys click right over here. We have uploaded our first video on tier list, and right now YouTube is ranking the video, and right now we're being featured on YouTube. If you type in tier list, we come up as one of the first search results, which is 100% epic. And right now we're giving away $250 if you guys head over to the channel, subscribe to the channel. We're gonna choose one lucky winner within the first 10,000 subscribers. So make sure you guys go there before 10,000 because it's gonna happen pretty quick. Well, I'm hoping it happens pretty quick. And you can be the winner of $250. Alright, let's get right into this video. This is the top 10 scary cursed objects currently for sale. I'm not sure if I'd put any bids on these things or even want to buy them. So we have an African GHULA chest for sale, and this starts off on our list at number 10. So what you're looking at right here isn't just a typical wooden urn. Apparently this African GHULA chest has a ton of demonic energies trapped inside of it, and it's being sold by a Satanic minister on eBay. What happened to eBay? I remember going on eBay, it used to be like an innocent site. You could buy some bicycle tires on there, clothes, other accessories. So what the heck is a demonic box doing on eBay? If living dangerously is something that you like to do, then you might want to consider buying it. It could be yours for a low price of $150. The seller said that he will include a sealed document that tells you everything you need to know about this item, but all sales are final. He will not accept returns under any circumstances, even if you're haunted for the rest of your life. A haunted painting brings us to number 9. There are actually a ton of haunted paintings being sold on eBay right now, but this one seems to be the most terrifying one to me. The seller lives in New Orleans and he bought this from a friend. His friend decided to paint the demons that he saw in his house and then sell them for profits. Hopefully he was selling them so he can be able to afford to pay a priest, to come bless his house and perform an exorcism. But anyways, now this guy wants to get rid of this painting because it brought him nothing but pain and trouble. He said that since he brought the painting home, he has constantly been feeling unwell and he can't think straight and he always feels like something bad is about to happen. Such a bad feeling. So if you want all of these things to happen to you, you can place your bid starting at $125, or you could just skip the bidding and just buy it outright for $500. For $500. Popping into number 8 on our list, just like that, we have the monkey in the box. This is kind of like Jack in the Box, but possessed. Sounds like fun, right? I don't know, like what do you do? Like a monkey comes out and then boom, you're possessed for the rest of your life? Well, the owner says that sometimes the spirit will try to trick you and not let you open the box. It is also said that when you crank the handle, it will wake up the spirit that is connected with it. As you can see, the toy is really damaged from a bunch of people dropping it out of fear. The seller said that the spirit is known to be both playful and frightful, and that you should never ever give it to a child. If the spirit likes you, it will be playful, but if it doesn't like you, then it will make your life a living hell. There is no returns on this creepy item, so if you want to be plagued with this haunted monkey in a box, then place your bids now. Take the thrill of a lifetime. I don't know if I would consider that to be thrillful. A haunted mirror breaks onto this list at number 7. 2 roommates found this haunted mirror in the trash outside of their apartment building, and they decided to bring it in. That was probably the worst mistake that they could have done because it has brought them intense bad luck. Ever since this mirror was brought into their unit, the roommates claimed that they had extreme misery, financial problems, and illness. One of them even said that he would wake up screaming right in the middle of the night with stabbing pains. They've also experienced flickering lights, dark shadows appearing in the mirror, and orbs of light circling the room. I mean, no thanks. They believe that someone might have been murdered in front of the mirror, and that's why it is so evil. So the 2 of them have decided to auction off this mirror on eBay for £100. But I don't get it. If this mirror is bringing you nothing but bad luck, then why don't you just put it out there in the curb, maybe light it on fire, bury it? I don't know why they're trying to sell it to bring on all this bad stuff onto someone else, and all for £100. Haunted jewelry brings us to number 6. I personally don't know anyone who would willingly want to buy a piece of haunted jewelry, but as it turns out, there are literally hundreds of thousands of people on eBay trying to sell some of their creepy old haunted jewelry. Like, I kid you not. I get why you're trying to sell it. They don't want to be cursed and they want to try to make some profits, but who in their right mind would buy it? I came across a possessed ring being sold on eBay. According to the seller, the ring is possessed by an evil spirit named Aiden. He was 19 years old when he died in a motorcycle accident. Apparently he has the ability to turn on and off lights, close and open doors, and leaves a faint smell of men's cologne when he is active. I mean, that is pretty damn creepy if you ask me. It's like basically having a broken Alexa who keeps messing around with the lights, and you know what though, I wouldn't have to invest in any Febreze because this guy's just cologning my whole house. So maybe this isn't a bad thing. A vintage doll brings us to number 5. Something that looks like this has to be haunted. I mean, how can it not be? I'm literally gonna have nightmares about her face tonight, and then the next day after that, and the next day after that for sure. This has to be one of the creepiest dolls that I've ever seen. I think I'd rather have the real life Annabelle in my house, but thinking about that now, yeah, I'd rather not have any of them. Could you imagine if the Annabelle doll went up for sale or for auction? Like, why would you buy it? Okay, but going back to the original story here, this is Josephine, and she is a vintage doll from the 20s. An Etsy user purchased her from an estate sale from a deceased woman. The doll is said to be haunted and possessed by the spirits of the woman who used to own the estate. And judging by the look on her face, I don't think that the doll is too happy. The owner has complained that she hears an evil laugh while she's sleeping, objects will go missing, and she can even hear door slams and footsteps. I mean, is this doll epileptic? She wants to get rid of this thing ASAP, and if you're interested in never sleeping again, you can purchase it. It's actually really affordable. It's $20.83. Number 4 brings us to haunted clowns. I don't have a fear of haunted clowns, but it's a very common thing out there. I don't know why. Well, if you have an irrational fear of clowns, you might want to look away for this one, because here we have a 5-inch long clown doll that is said to be haunted with spirits. If this sounds like your idea of fun, then head over to eBay, place your bid. He's being sold right now for 25 bucks. But according to the description, Chip is not a toy to play with, and that's because he likes to mess with you. He likes to turn on and off TVs and lights, and he also has the ability to move your furniture. Once he enters your house, you will see a shadowy figure lurking around you, and you might even hear strange noises at night. I don't even want a clown doll in my house, and I don't know who would want this thing to be in their house. And why is this guy trying to sell it? What if it doesn't sell for like years? I would get rid of this thing instantly. And for the people that do buy it, they must be super brave, willing to take the risk, and have some weird obsession with clowns that are haunted. A haunted teddy bear brings us to number 3. Why do we gotta have a haunted teddy bear? Why can't it just be cute and cuddly and just stay like that? Well, this bear is being auctioned off for $910. Pretty damn expensive, and the shocking part, there's 62 bids on it already. Well, let me read you guys some of the description that they have on it, and you guys let me know if you guys would also put a bid on it as well. For me, if it was a lot cheaper than $910, I might put a bid on it, but like once it passes like $11, I'm out. Okay, the seller wrote, "All I know is I want this damned thing out of my house. Something is dreadfully wrong with this bear. I never used to be in power of darkness, but now I do. I take no responsibility for what may happen afterwards, and for God's sake, don't keep it anywhere near children." Okay, it doesn't seem promising. I don't know why 62 people would have bid on this. It doesn't make sense. Did they miss the description? I think the people who placed bids want to buy this bear so they can give it to their enemies. It's like, here you go, bud. Enjoy. Enjoy life. Well, that would be my only logical explanation, because I'm so confused. Up next on our list, and at number 2, we have a haunted Ouija board. And I know what you guys must be thinking. Aren't Ouija boards fake? That's what I'm thinking. I don't know if I believe in the whole thing, but I have a crazy story for you. For my birthday weekend, we're up at a cottage, and my wife and our friends decided to play the Ouija board. I don't know if you call it playing, or I don't get it. But they, for some reason, wanted to talk to spirits, and they got one. They got someone who apparently died in the house, died in the kitchen. They were killed by her her dad, I don't know, it was talking to them on the board and it was moving, and I heard the story like this from everyone who was playing. Everyone was asking questions that no one would know the answer to. Their hands weren't on the board, and it answered it all correctly. And then there was one time where they started to freak out and they all lifted their hands up, and they promised me, they're not lying about it, but it started to move on its own. I mean, is this real life right now? What the heck is going on? I heard the story from all of them, my friends, my wife, but I still think I'm being bamboozled. Well, according to this listing, going back to the story here, this Ouija board has been involved in a ton of satanic rituals, and it has been able to summon some pretty evil demons and spirits. There was one instance where one person who used this board had an out-of-body experience where she actually felt like she was dead. She was finally able to wake up and she was super terrified. Now she is listing this Ouija board up for sale, and it could be yours for a low price if you order it now for $520. Apparently it even comes with the dirt that was taken from a haunted graveyard where a satanic group performed one of their rituals on. I don't think I'm going to be bidding on this item. I feel like I could spend my money on more important things that won't kill me in my sleep. A possessed China doll breaks onto this list at number 1. And that's all the languages I can say one in. I'm not very talented. Well, first I want you guys to take a look at this thing. Despite looking pretty innocent, this doll has been known to attack its owners. She has been put up for sale on eBay a bunch of times because the owners were either seriously injured or just creeped out by this doll. One of the owners woke up with scratches all over her face, while another owner said that the doll would set off fire alarms and rip off her jewelry while she's asleep. But despite her dark past and brutal history with her previous owners, she keeps being sold on eBay, and other buyers are taking a risk when they let her into their home. But for now, she's being auctioned off on eBay, and she's just patiently waiting there so she can wreak havoc on her next owners. And there you guys have it. I'm pretty freaked out. If you guys made it to the end of this video, put the end. I want to know all the dedicated fans on here, and these videos were so much fun to make. Thanks for watching, guys, like I always say, and I will see you guys maybe on tier list. Make sure you guys go check it out. I'm on it, I'm hosting it, and we have Rebecca on it. We have a lot of hosts on it as well, so make sure you guys go check that out, and I will see you guys on here on this channel, Most Famous Top 10, in the next video.